Hi, I'm Sharon from Sharon Shed Signs and Designs. I'm just a second early because I want to make sure that I've got things lined up so you can see them. There, it's showing I'm live on the Decoupage Central page. I'm live on my page, Sharon Shed Signs and Designs, but I'm also cross-posting to Decoupage Central's page. So I've got Decoupage Central up, now I'll get me up. I would have it already done, but it won't let me do that until I'm already live, at least on my computer it won't, so. But now we're okay, and I can see comments. So say hi when you come in, let me know you're. I just realized I haven't put my mic on yet, so you couldn't hear me. But say hi. Hey, Maggie, how are you? I hope you're good. Hey, Cheryl, good morning. It's good to see you guys. What's that shadow I've got on my board? I don't know. Huh. Oh, I don't see it on my page, so I guess it's okay. It's just on my iPad, evidently something. So, okay, we're all right. And I was like, what the heck is that? Anyway, I have mixed up some black deco art with water to make a stain. Don't know why, because I've got black stain, but anyway, I have done that. I've got a couple cute projects. Hey, Margaret, good to see you. I've got a couple, and hey, Brenda, how are you? And Denda, good morning, good morning. Let's see if I've missed anybody else. No, I think I'm okay. All right. Anyway, I've got a couple projects lined up for today. If we have time, we'll see how that goes. I'm actually going to put on gloves when I stain this morning. I wasn't, and I decided, why not? I've got them right there. So I'm putting them on. All right, I've got my stain pad from Harbor Freight, and I'm just doing the edges. I have taped off where my print is going to go, and I am using a piece of rice paper called The Last House on the Block, and I think it's really cute for Halloween. So I've already got the edges all torn off of that, the margins and stuff, so it's ready to go. So I should have already stained the edges. I did not. So I'll get them as I go. I hope you guys are having a good week. Thank you, Maggie. I appreciate you. Welcome, Margaret. Hey, Elizabeth, how are you? I forget it's afternoon where some of you are at. It's still morning here. So about got all my edges. I do. I don't like that as dark as it is, but I'll add some water so it's not quite so dark. Trying to just kind of blend in with the background on the paper, the rice paper. I know I won't match it, but I thought about doing checks, and I thought about doing argyle, the diamonds, but I decided it'd be better not to. You see, I've got a few patches of black paint in my center, but that won't hurt. I'm going to paint over it. Don't want this real dark because the background on the paper's not real dark. Needs to be a little darker than that, though. Alright, what I'm going to do is spray it with some water and wipe it back just a little. This edge wants to keep being dark, but there, that's better. That's better. That's all the staining I'm going to do. Hey, Wanda, how are you? Good to see you. I'm not seeing any comments on Decoupage Central's page. That doesn't surprise me. It's probably my iPad because it lags behind. But, anyway, I will answer comments later, especially if you have any questions. I'm here to try to help you, inspire you. So if you have questions, I'll be glad to try to answer them and help you. I don't need any more of that black stain. Get it out of the way before I have it all over me. Let me dry this real quick. Yeah, Maggie, I'm finally getting, Jim's doing well enough that, I mean, he's in the wheelchair a lot, but he's able to do things for himself, so it's better for me, so I feel for you. It's been a long thing. Hey there, Irene, how are you? Good morning, Kathy. Good to see you guys. I thought about blending paints because I do like them that way for a Halloween print, but it's kind of hard to do when you're just doing the edges, and I want my center to be white so that my rice paper stands out. So but I think this will be good. Yes, I'm decoupaging a spooky house. It's called The Last House on the Block. Alright, I'm going to use some Tuscan Orange. This is a Fusion Mineral paint. But you could use any orange you've got, or no orange at all. Alright. I'm going to take a damp sponge and kind of just put some orange on this because the paper has some orange. If we have time, I'm going to do fine line crackle on this, on the house. So we'll see. Just kind of dotting some around here and there. I don't want any certain pattern, and I don't want big blobs of orange. So I'm using a sea sponge. Put a little bit on my edges. This isn't going to match the background of the rice paper, but it is the same color, so won't clash maybe with it. I may wash that out. I just had this thought. The picture has almost some gray background in it too, so I've got this steel gray that's a folk art paint. I'm going to add just a little bit of it, not a lot. Use the other side of my sponge. right. I'm going to dry that mess. Hey, Kathy. Sunny day? Yeah, it is here too. Sunny and hot. My Fusion Mineral Paint I buy from prairierevival.com. I can send you a link. I like her because I get fast service, but it's probably fast because it's not too far from here, like maybe 100 miles or something. And some of them I've ordered from before have been quite a ways away, and it took a while to get it. So you might want, if that's not close to you here, it's in Illinois, then I think St. Jacob, Illinois, which is down around St. Louis, I believe. If that's not close, you might want to Google and see. Google Fusion Mineral Paint, and I think they've got a thing where you can see if there's any local places. And I think some of the girls have a place where they buy it that they say it's discounted. I don't, so I don't know what that is. Yes, Kathy, that is true. It is no fun being a caregiver, I can tell you. And I'm glad to be, you know, mostly past that. So, for now anyway. But it's hard. You don't realize really until you have to do it. So Elizabeth, I can send you a link to where I get it if you'd like. They are real nice to deal with. And like I said, I get mine within 2 days at the most. All right, I'm going to take this up. It's really stuck on there. And I'm going to retape with some sensitive surface frog tape so it won't take off my paint I just put on there. And this time I'm going to tape on the outside edge of the white area. But I didn't on that piece. Move it. I'll wake up here in a minute. Slow getting around and getting awake this morning. I slept almost 8:15, and I think that's the latest I've slept in my whole life. So, I don't know. Actually, that'll work right here. Let's see. Well, I was going to say my comments. I think I haven't had any more, maybe. All right. Got that gunked up, but maybe it'll work. Not gunked up, wadded up. But it doesn't matter too much. Okay, now I'm going to paint my inside area white so that my rice paper will pop. Try to find the one that's open. And I'm going to use Folk Art Vintage White. It's the one I use almost all the time. No, Margaret, I do not mind at all. I get my prints from Decoupage Central. I am on their page currently. This live is cross-posted there. If you'd like, I can send you a link. Well, actually, I'll be posting a link in the description of the live right after the live, but I can also send you a link if you'd like me to. Just let me know. All right. Paint this. You know what? I don't know why I picked that brush. I think I'll use a sponge brush. It'll be bigger and faster. This doesn't have to cover everything. All the black I got on there perfectly. It won't matter. Almost got it painted white. Yes, I will. I'll send it after the live. Be happy to. I still don't see any comments on Decoupage Central's page, but if I miss them, I will read the comments there after the live. It could just be my iPad being slow, because it is. All right. I'm not a person who thinks this has to be perfect, this white area. Okay, dry this, and it won't take long because I don't have much paint on yet. Hello, Barbara. How are you this morning? I'm looking on the live, and I'm not really seeing the colors in the background that I've got on there. I don't know if you can see it better if I hold it up or not. You can tell I've got something on there, just not there. That's better. Okay. I'm going to use Pent Art Decoupage Varnish and glue. You can use any kind of sealer. A lot of times I use Fusion Mineral Paint Tough Coat. That's a favorite. And I also use Mod Podge, the matte especially. But you can use any sealer that you've got, and it will work for decoupage. Let's see. Get another clean sponge brush to put this on with. There. That may be too much. I shouldn't have put it on directly on the board, but I did. I need to scrape some of it back up. I will, and I think I do. So I'm going to get a palette knife. Get some of these big pieces. And then it doesn't matter that I got it on my board. I'll just, because it's just a sealer. And it dries clear. Yep, definitely got a lot on there. Anyway. Thin that out so it'll dry, not in a glob. Okay. Put my print on there as best as I can. I'm going to stand for that and make sure I've got my edges of my white all covered. I think that's lined up so it gets everything. If not, I can put some black around the edge and it'll be fine. Yeah, not, so I'll add a little black. Actually, what I'll do is use some Ranger Distressed Oxide here in a minute. I'm going to dry this. All right, I am going to put some more on there on the whole board to seal it, because if you're going to fine line varnish, you need to seal your project, or do fine line crackle, you need to seal your project first before you do it. And then the last step on fine line crackle is that you have to seal it again, but with a solvent-based sealer. That keeps it from cracking any further once you've got it like you want it. You want to be careful with this that you don't have any big globs of it, or it doesn't dry clear. So, all right, that should be good. I've got too much out, so put some back, because I don't want to waste it. I do love this stuff. All right, let's dry it. I don't think if I fine line crackle this. Thank you, Elizabeth. Hi, Pam. How are you? Hey, Stephen. Thank you. I love this print, too. Anyway, I don't think I can do my other project and fine line crackle this, and I think it'll be cute crackled, so I'll do the other project later. want this to be good and dry before you put your fine line crackle on. Some of it's still a little sticky. Probably all the humidity. Okay, I think that's good. Well, no, it's not. This still feels a little damp. All right, I think that's good. I'm going to use, before I do my fine line crackle, I want a little vintage photo. It's Ranger Distressed Oxide around the edges, especially where the white's showing through, because I didn't get my area marked off perfectly. And the brown matches goes with the print anyway, so that works fine. All right. So far, so good. Here's what we've got. I am going to take the fine line crackle varnish step 1. I'm going to stir it just a wee bit. This bottle's getting a little old. Maybe I better get a clean plate. I don't want to mix it with something else. I'm going to pour it on my plate because it'll be easier to control how much I get on my brush. Don't need that anymore. Put the lid on this. Okie dokie. I'm going to use a regular brush, not a sponge brush, but get one that's... You want to have a nice clean brush. And you don't want to go back over the same spot. And you want to go in the same direction the whole time. The thicker you have this on, the bigger the cracks will be. The thinner, the smaller the cracks. And I always have some areas that are thick and some that are thin, and that's fine. It would be faster if I do this with a sponge brush. I don't know. That should probably work. I think I'll switch. I'm too impatient to do it with a small brush. Actually, I like the sponge brush anyway. I hadn't used fine line crackle in a long time, and then I did one the other day on a reel, and I thought, well, that'd be neat with this print. I tell you not to go over any areas, and then I do it. It's just automatic. Don't even think about it. Just do it. Need some more. Not too much. Well, my brush strokes are all going the same way, but I did not go over any of it. But it'll work, because I always do. Just telling you what you're supposed to do, not what I do. All right, it's all covered good. That looks a little thick to me. Take forever to dry, so I'm going over it again. Okay, you would be best off, if you're doing this at home, to let this set and dry probably 2 or 3 hours. We don't have that kind of time on the live, so I'm going to dry it, and it still works. Hey, Christy, how are you? Well, I'm glad to have you, girl. Glad you could make it live. Did you pick up some small brushes at Walmart, Maggie, or sponge brushes? Let me know how they work out. I haven't found any that I really like other than these that I get from Amazon, the Bates foam brushes. They are really good. You don't want to hold the heat in any one area too long. Hi, Lee. How are you? Oh, I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I don't like the flimsy ones where it's attached to or stuck in the brush. That plastic comes through the foam. I don't like them. Walmart, though, it looks like they have some decent ones. I just haven't tried it. Thank you, Kathy, for welcoming Christy. Well, I hope it turns out nice. It should. Thank you, Judy. Glad to have you. I love crafting. It's my happy place. Especially when Jim was having so many health problems and I was having to take care of him all the time. It was good to be able to come in here and craft, and yet I hadn't left him alone if he needed something. So. About to get this dry in most places. Yeah, if you go over any one place too long, have issues with the heat will make the paint bubble up or whatever. So you got to keep it moving. It does take a while to do it. I haven't done it on this big a project in a long time. I forgot how long it does take. I love Halloween too, Elizabeth. It is a great way to escape Maggie, that's for sure. It's about the one thing that you can still enjoy, it seems like. And I like the support of everybody, all the prayers, and it just helps. That's good. I don't think I'm supposed to touch it. I know I'm not, but I didn't want that glob there. It'll be fine. Almost dry. Before you do the second step, you've got to make sure that this is all clear and dries good. But you mostly go by whether it's all clear or not, because you really shouldn't touch it. It'll leave your fingerprint on there when you add your second step. So I try not, but sometimes I can't resist. Down to these. Well, really, this is the last area that's not clear. And we're getting there. It wasn't the last area either. There's some on the paper. But mostly it's clear. One spot down here. Down in here. All right, we're about ready for step 2. Here's step 2. I'm going to put that on. You are not supposed to shake it. You should stir it. So I'll get a little stir stick. You need to use a clean, dry brush. I think I'm going to use a clean sponge brush again. See how that does. Good thing I've got a lot of sponge brushes out here. That one's not dry. Can't do that. This one is. I didn't know I had one in there that wasn't totally dry. This step you do not want to apply real thick. And as soon as you start drying it, you should start seeing some crackle. Of course, it's hard on the camera to see it because it's real fine. I will hold it up for you to see it after I get it all crackled. This is kind of gives it a porcelain look. It's cool to do it on glassware vases or that kind of thing because it gives it the look of old porcelain. I think I've got enough on there. So I'm going to close this up and start drying it. Then I should start seeing some crackle. We're doing all right for time. We'll be able to finish this piece, just not the other one. Okay. Same as the other step one, don't hold this too long on any one area. I'm starting to see some fine cracks. I know you can't see them. I don't know how well this is going to work on the wood or whether it even will. I've not done it on wood before. Actually, I think I'm seeing some cracks. Once I get this all dry, I'll add some, where is it? Because I can't think of what the name of it is. The antique paste. I'm going to use white. Yeah, the wood's cracked on fine. Actually. I got lots of crackles. You'll be able to see them better once I put the white paste on and then hold it up. Getting dry. I've also got an antique copper wax that I use, but I thought the white might show up better on this. Seeing lots and lots of cracks, and it's almost dry. Thank you, Kathy. You get little bubbles when you use the sponge brush? Huh. I don't have that problem. I like it because I don't get brush marks and it's bigger. I can do it faster. That's me, all about fast. Don't ask me why. Perfectly spooky. Yeah, it is. Getting dry. I've got some cool cracks. I'm anxious for you guys to see them. I wish this would get dry. I think we're there. I think. A couple more circles to make sure. If the cracks are bigger than you want, you can just keep applying heat and they will get smaller and more of them. That's kind of amazing. I don't care if some of mine are kind of big cracks. These edges. It's dry. I think. Yeah, it is. Alright, so we're going to add our white wax, and when you put it on, I'm going to use my finger, but you want to kind of push it down into the cracks as you put it on. It's fun. It's like a kid playing in finger paints. I'm not doing the sides, but that is fine. Got some good crackle. Okay. I'm going to take a lint-free cloth. Got one over here to wipe this back. Okay, I know you can't see the crack, so I'll hold it up. I got that all wiped off. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think I do. All right, hold that up where hopefully you can see the cracks. I hope you can see them. There's some nice cracks. I think they're cool. So, the last step when you fine line crackle is to seal it, and it needs to be with a solvent-based sealer. I'm going to use my Pent Art Chameleon varnish. Stir it just a wee bit. And this time I will use a brush. For all the steps, you need to use a clean brush, clean and dry. This just stops it from cracking anymore, as well as it's a sealer, but of course it was already sealed. This kind of almost gives it an iridescent, slightly, look. I usually like to apply a clear, glossy varnish, but this will work just fine for this board. I don't know why I'm doing the edges and then going back and doing the print. I could do the whole thing at one time, but anyway. I did the fallen Kentucky rice paper on a reel earlier this week and did the same thing to it, and it was really cute. Like I said, it's best if you do this at home, if you can let it dry naturally for all these steps. But for purposes of a live, you can't do that, so this works. All right, it's all got the top coat on it. I'll dry it real quick. So the chameleon varnish is It's iridescent, but it's also kind of shiny, so I like that for this project. Oh, your husband's not doing good, Brenda? I'll read that later, but prayers definitely. Almost dry. I love this rice paper with the fine line crackle on it. It looks good with the spooky house. Don't think I'd want to go trick-or-treating at this house. Anyway. So here's what we've got, you guys. I like it. I think it's cute. I love this print. It's I like Halloween. So it is. I don't decorate for it. I used to when I had little kids, but I love doing the crafts for Halloween. I think they're awesome. So hope you guys like this. My time is up. So oh yeah, Brenda, definitely we will pray for him for sure. I know what that's like, running back and forth. So prayers for you and for him. Thank you, Tavy. I appreciate that. Finally saw a comment on Decoupage Central's page. Anyway, you guys, you have a great rest of your day and your week. I'm going to be live a couple more times tomorrow night on Essential Stencil, and then Saturday on my page instead of Sunday because I'm babysitting my grandson Sunday. Oh, you're welcome. So you guys, I will see you later. Hopefully you can join me for some of those. And anybody that wants a link to this rice paper, let me know. But I will post it in the description of the live anyway. So, all right, you guys have a great rest of your day. I love you, and thanks for your support. Bye-bye.